right now because I used to make videos back at home, back in my room. But now we're doing a different style to make things interesting, I guess. But I also wanted to say this like right now because I'm in the very cool place and I've been itching to say it since like I've been itching to say this for the whole day, point blank. And so that's what we're doing. I'm gonna change back. Okay. So this is about how you need to trust your guts and to not feel guilty about trusting your guts. Let me tell you why. There are some moments that you would feel like, feel bad about a certain situation. And since you do feel bad about them, you feel like you want to give a benefit of a doubt instead, because you don't like feeling bad, even though it was your guts telling you, right? It was warning you of something, or like just letting you know that this is gonna happen. And I've had many instances in my life that I've let it pass because I didn't like feeling bad about something and not giving it a chance, But over time, it's not limited to bad things. It's also about good things in a way that, just like how I got here, just like how I got to Hong Kong, I felt like something better is waiting for me. And if I didn't believe that, then I wouldn't be here too. So it's not limited to feeling bad about something. It's quite a lot of things, because there are things that we do not know. And I've been thinking about this earlier during my break that, suffice to say, it's really much better to believe in something, whatever religion or whatever background you came from. Personally speaking, it's really much better to believe in something rather than nothing, because something can like, hear me out, okay? Like something can also mean nothing. Like, for example, the space, the universe, the stars, the galaxy. It's defined as just a vast space with nothing in it, and you would call it a void because it's pitch black. But in the pitch black void, there sits the earth, the sun, the planets that we know, the stars that we see at night, the stars that we don't see at night, during the day rather. So it is freeing. It serves its purpose, not believing in something. It has its bearings. But I wouldn't say, like, as someone who has this conscious awareness that I'm alive, that I'm here. There's comfort in, I suppose I could say that there's comfort in having everything hold up to you. Having accountability for the things you've done makes no you. It's not because of the cards. It's not because of God told you. It's because you own it. It's because you're accountable for that. There's comfort in that because you get to trust yourself, right? Now, when it comes to believing in something, I suppose, I would go far and say that you need to make peace with believing in nothing. And believing in nothing, yeah, like it has to be a part of it. Like you need to know who you are. If, for instance, you don't believe in anything, if you don't believe in God, like what would you be? How would you be behaving if you don't believe in God, or if you don't believe a higher power or something like that? So I've done that. I've experimented on that kind of thinking, and it could be a bit depressing. It could be a bit depressing, like, because it's like you don't have anything to look forward to, and if you don't believe in anything, that's like you don't wanna allow yourself to want more. And I realize that privilege plays a role in that. Like if everything is provided by your family, by your parents, you wouldn't bother believing in anything because they're already being provided. And so it's like they're being provided to you, so you don't really need to exert additional effort to do something more than you've always been comfortable in doing. And so, but then again, there are people who thrive even though they don't believe in God, and I guess I cannot see myself in that position, because even though I'm not religious, or like I don't really practice religion, I have been working on a personal relationship, and I know that there are religions who label that kind of way as a religion, but then I really don't see myself fitting or suitable for that kind of religion. You get what I mean? So yeah, I'm just realizing that when your gut tells you something, even though you don't have any proof yet, it's still valid. And I believe it's also essential to trust what you feel at that moment. Because the moment that you give the benefit of the doubt, even though you already feel like it's gonna go shit, it's not it's not like you're blaming something. It's more of you feel like something is gonna go wrong. Okay, there's difference. There's like complete difference. It's just that you feel restless about something. You need to take note of that, because that's your gut. That's your system telling you that there's something wrong. And if you're not being given any sort of assurance that it's not gonna go that way, then that's when things could possibly go wrong even further, So it's something that I'm also practicing. I am being more of a listener of my guts now, because of some recent happenings in my life. that made me really humble with my choices. Because as soon as I didn't trust my gut, as soon as I didn't really put the action in believing that, yeah, this is a warning, this is a sign, especially when you already see and feel that something isn't right, like it's in front of your face, then it's really gonna be extra difficult to recover from. But you can still recover from them. It's just that for us human beings, we go through cycles, we go through patterns. We build these patterns unconsciously or, consciously. It's just that we don't tell them to the world, right? So, yeah, that's the bad thing. That's the bad side that I've experienced. The good side that I can, share is that I felt like, okay, this person is honoring what I want, is really looking forward to see me, is looking forward to hanging out with me, and the way that I see and actually have proof and have witness that their eyes light up when they see me, that they are just so happy being with me, then I could think that's the time that I could actually thank my guts for, because I wouldn't think of hanging out with them. I wouldn't feel like I'll have a good time with them if I would, you get what I mean? I wouldn't really have the actual outcome if I didn't trust that I will be having a good time with them. So these things, they're not just whether you believe in God or not, whether, even if you believe in purely science, purely logic, if you really need to honor the proofs that are being shown to you. Which is why, on a specific aspect in my life right now, I felt something was gonna be wrong, was gonna go wrong, But I gave it a chance. I gave it a chance that it won't go wrong. And that's the part that I betrayed myself, sadly to say. That was the part that 33, as I said that, that's the part that I betrayed myself. I betrayed my guts. And now this is more of a consequence of me not believing it. And not just today, but the things that had happened to me were the consequences. But it's like I'm not. The good thing about this, about being aware of this, is like it provides grace and patience, and as well as lesser regret on the choices that I've made to make me feel better, to make me be more at peace, because for us human beings, we will often feel like we regret some things. We will feel guilty about doing what's right. But then we need to honor that. If someone who practices this, who's someone who is not gonna perfect this, but I'm trying my best to really honor my authenticity, because the more that I do that, the more that I take my time, and the more more I slow down, the more I get to see and value my energy, my current energy, my not really the potential, but more of knowing what else I can do with the current time and energy that I have. Because we need to use our resources well, and when I say well, then that means not in a way that you are being very, you're not being arrogant or aggressive. It's just that you need to be upfront with what you are feeling, of what you need to do at that moment, and you have to let the rest show up. You need to let them show up for how they want to show up. So it's not being complacent, I was also in that path, like letting things flow too much, that I chose to be blind, that I chose to be deaf. It's not really a good practice, if you're gonna ask me. So yeah, it's really nice, because this way you won't feel guilty about choosing what's best for you anymore. Like people can feel what they have to feel about you, but it's really none of our business. It's really none of your business to think about what they have to think. And this is quite big for me to say, because I used to think about what others would think a lot. And I suppose it's because of the upbringing that I went through. And so, in a way, life is pretty much simple if we allow it to be simple, or if we have enough knowledge and experiences to really help us see that life is simple. But then, whenever we want to do something more, there are going to be new experiences along the way that we're not aware of, and that's going to make your life crumble a bit. Those things are just, as long as they align with the future that you want for yourself, as long as it's gonna be the most authentic feature that you're gonna get, that you want to have for yourself, then you should be good. People will be there for you. I'm a living testament for that. Because when I thought that I don't have friends anymore, that since this person betrayed me, since this person was being shady, even though I confronted them, I had to face it. I had to accept it. That's it. And when I did accept it, the right people came to my life. Just the most beautiful thing ever. And again, we'll never really know how long we're friends with someone, how long we'll know someone, how long we'll be living with someone, but the best that we can do is be kind to ourselves first. To really live in the moment. And again, like like I said, this is a big thing for me. Because if you're living in the moment, then you get to confront yourself more. You need to confront yourself first. So yeah, suppose that's it. I'm getting hungry. I guess that's the sign that we're the end of our video. Thank you so much to whoever's watching. Thank you for new subscribers lately. I don't know who you guys are, but I appreciate it. And yeah, please be kind to yourselves. Take in knowledge, take in spiritual awakening, and don't always address what you feel like you need to address within yourselves, because you'll never regret it. You'll never regret addressing these things. So again, my name is Diana Adams, and I think I didn't even introduce myself. I don't know, but I'll see you guys again soon. With my random videos. Thank you, and bye bye.